Good Monday morning, Southwest Arkansas. We got a lot to talk about in today's morning outlook. We got a few severe weather chances up in store for us for the next couple of days here, and let's go ahead and get ready to talk about that. Doing things a little different here. We don't really have the graphics today to show you, but we do have the severe weather outlooks, and we're going to show you some more stuff on that end as well. But for today, we do have a severe weather risk. This is mainly for this afternoon and into the evening and overnight hours for any storms that can come out of Oklahoma. As you can see here, we have this slight risk from Mena, Mount Ida, down to just north of Derricks, to Wicks, to D Queen area, and north. And then we have this green-colored area here, which is for the Arkadelphia, Hot Springs, Malvern, Hot Springs Village, Glenwood, Murfreesboro, Delight, Prescott, Hope, Texarkana, Ashdown, Nashville, Foreman areas and such there as well. We're going to have to watch for any storms this afternoon that can get their act together and potentially into the overnight hours that come out of Oklahoma. But I really think right now, don't let this slip your mind and tomorrow slip your mind. But I think the main big day this week is going to be on Wednesday. But for our friends, if you know anybody in eastern Oklahoma, or no, just central Oklahoma, or really Oklahoma, give them a heads up. This is going to be a long day over there, more than likely for their area. They have that high risk, which is the highest level you can go. Hopefully, the people in that area in Oklahoma take it serious, and that's a level 5 out of 5. They're expecting a big day over there for severe weather-wise, and not in a good way. But then there's that moderate risk, that 4 out of 5, that red color, and then some other things there as well. But once again, for us, the main focus is going to be over there in Oklahoma for a lot of people. But for us, we're going to have to watch for any storms this afternoon and really this evening and overnight hours tonight, if any storms can move out of Oklahoma and possibly move into the area and produce some severe weather. This is the tornado outlook. Once again, it's very low to low. As you can see, there's that 5% area for just around the Mena area, and there's that low, very low area, but it still is worth watching and still worth keeping an eye on. And for our friends off over there in Oklahoma, 30% chance over there for that tornado threat. That's not what you want to see. They're going to be in for a long day over there, sadly. And once again, let's take a look at the damaging wind threat. Low. It's going to be on the low end as well, low to medium, really in that yellow and the brown area here for us here in Southwest Arkansas. The main focus is going to be off over there in the Oklahoma area. But when those storms move over, we're going to see some storms develop this afternoon and into the evening. And or really this afternoon, you're going to see a few scattered storms pop up on radar and such of that nature. Those may have the potential to produce some severe weather, but we also are going to be watching overnight tonight for any of those storms that can possibly make their way out of the Oklahoma area that may have the chance to produce some severe weather in our area. But we'll watch that closely. We also the large hail threat's very low, kind of more off over here into the Oklahoma area, over in that area. Then we do have another severe weather outlook for tomorrow. It's currently a marginal risk at this time, so it's still worth noting as a possibility that really on Tuesday, not everybody's going to see rain. Most of us are going to stay dry, but if any, it's going to be isolated thunderstorms, and what can develop could have that possibility to be severe across the area here. As you see, a little very low end tornado threat here from Mena, Hot Springs, Arkadelphia, Hope, and D Queen, Hot Springs Village here on your Tuesday. You also have that damaging wind potential and large hail threat. But our main focus this week, after today, we're going to watch tomorrow and today closely, but we do have currently an enhanced risk in place for pretty much all of the coverage area except the El Dorado and Union County area. You're in a slight risk. We do have an enhanced risk, which is a 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale for that possibility of some severe storms come your Wednesday. Right now, it looks like damaging winds will be the main focus. There's going to be a tornado threat, but I think right now the higher tornado threat's probably going to be northeastern Arkansas and this part of the country up here in this area, or in that general area. But we do have that damaging wind threat and very large hail threat that we're going to have to watch closely. And you're going to have to watch that tonight as well. Once again, that tornado threat and that large hail threat and damaging wind threat. But the main focus is going to start to turn towards Wednesday after today. But right now we have an enhanced risk, which is a 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. And you have that slight risk for the El Dorado area, which is a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale there as well. We don't have the potential tornado outlooks and stuff like that yet, but we are getting the general idea on what we could potentially see there with that storm there as well. So we're going to continue to monitor that closely. A little more info on Monday or today's weather. You're going to see highs today in the 80s across the area. Highs right there from around 79 to 86 look likely across the area. Looking at radar, not seeing a whole lot on radar right now. We're going to expect to see some storms pop up a little later this afternoon and into the evening. Taking a look at satellite, we do have some foggy and some cloudy conditions. You're going to see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies throughout the day today, and you do have to watch for those chances of storms this afternoon and into the evening, and we'll show you what models are picking up on there as well. So this is the HRRR. This is one model. This just gives us a general idea on what we could potentially see on future radar. It's not exactly what it's going to look like, but it gives us the general idea as we head into this afternoon. So as you can see, few storms that could possibly fire off that we may have to watch for, but we may have to watch that small severe weather threat with those as we head into this evening. Those start to decrease after the sun goes down, and you may have to watch for if this can come a little further south overnight tonight. Right now it's staying to the north of us, but we'll watch it closely. May have to watch for any storms there, and then this doesn't go into that time frame or into the Tuesday time frame yet, but we can switch it over here. And this is another model that we use called the North American model. It's not near as high resolution, but this kind of shows you some more little scattered showers possible this evening into tonight. Going to watch for those storms potentially out of northeast or northern, eastern Oklahoma, and we may have to watch there on Tuesday if we can see any storms that pop up. And then the main focus starts to turn to your Wednesday time frame there as well. But once again, as we get closer, we'll start getting more information on Wednesday. But don't take these future model runs as that's exactly what's going to happen. That gives us a general idea on what we could see. It's not exactly what's going to happen, but it gives us a good idea like, hey, this could be a possibility that we could see this. And it gives us an idea. It helps build the image to what we see. There's a lot of stuff that goes into building a forecast, not just model guidance, not just one model. A lot of your weather apps that you see, like the app on your phone, because I seen somebody tell me yesterday that their app didn't have no rain chances for Wednesday. Once again, you got to be careful with those apps. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll buy one certain model to be able to put into that app to build their forecast for that, because that's the easier way to go about doing that. But you got to be careful with that. There's a lot of stuff that goes into building a forecast other than just model guidance, and definitely not just one model. It takes a lot of stuff that goes into it. It takes a lot of understanding of what could potentially potentially happen, and what could potentially happen, and such there as well. So make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings. Once again, stay weather aware this afternoon and tonight over on the Facebook page. What we'll do is we'll post a weather Q&A, like little thing up over on the Facebook page. That way, that'll be around this afternoon. That way you can comment on there if you have any questions, and we'll try to answer them to the best of our ability. Once again, watching for some storms this afternoon. They may have a severe threat with them there as well, and we'll watch those storms that come out of eastern Oklahoma tonight, and we'll keep a close eye on it. Tuesday, You could potentially, it's not everybody's going to see rain. Most areas are going to stay dry, but if we do get some storms, some isolated storms that develop, they could potentially hold a severe threat. So we'll watch that closely. But then the main focus turns to Wednesday, where we have that enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale in place for pretty much almost all the area. And that does have the potential of damaging wind gusts, large hail, and a tornado threat with it. But we'll start to get more information on that as we get closer. So once again, tonight, I'm going to try to, I'm not promising anything, but tonight I'm going to try to do a live stream here on YouTube and Facebook to go over the severe weather threats in store, what's left in store for the rest of this week, and talk about that if I possibly can. We're going to try to, not promising anything. We got a really busy time going on right now. This is kind of the final few days of our college classes for a lot of us on the team. And we have a lot of finals going on, so we're going to try to get those done before we get to the severe weather stuff on Wednesday and such there. But once again, stay weather aware. Have multiple ways to receive warnings. Make sure you know what to do in case a warning is issued. It's always better to have multiple sources. Make sure you're following your local National Weather Service offices. Another good way to look that up is go to look up the National Weather Service on Google, and then it'll pull you up to their main page. You can put in your zip code on the top left-hand corner, and that'll pull up your local National Weather Service, or that'll pull up your local actual forecast from the National Weather Service, and it'll tell you your local National Weather Service office. And then you can find them on Facebook, Twitter. They have some great, really good information that they post over there as well. They're great up there as well. Your local meteorologist, once again, your local TV people as well. Make sure you have multiple sources just in case something happens and we're not able to be here, like we lose power or something. We just want to make sure you're safe and have multiple ways to receive warnings. That's the biggest thing, and that's the top priority. Once again, stay weather aware. Make sure you just keep an eye on the radar. Keep an eye on for updates throughout the first 3 days of this week. After Wednesday, it gets a little better. The forecast finally looks like it's going to dry out some for a little bit, but we'll have more information on that after we get through these severe weather events. That takes our top priority right now. So once again, for today, patchy fog this morning, dense to patchy fog this morning. That's going to turn to mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Chance of storms later this afternoon and into this evening. Highs in the upper 80 or in the 80s, from 79 to 86 degrees across the area. Overnight lows are going to be in the 60s tonight there as well. Then we turn to Tuesday with those chances of severe weather. Tuesday, really on Wednesday, is going to be what we're watching here in Arkansas. We're going to keep an eye on today as well, and make sure you're following the Facebook page and the YouTube page here for more video content on the YouTube page and more just post on in general over there on the Facebook page there as well. So have a good rest of your Monday. Thank you as always. Thank you as always to Terry's Place, Fort Smith Therapy, J&S Auto Supply, and Palmer's Roofing for all they do to help us get this information to you guys. Make sure to check them out on the over on Facebook there as well. And once again, have a good rest of your Monday. And thank you as always for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.